Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Things Made Easy by Me. In this video I am going to be making little plain buns, and I'm just going to take you through it. So let's get started. So what you're going to need to make these is milk, self-raising flour, 4 eggs, caster sugar, baking powder, butter, bun cases, a jug, and weighing scales, a mixing bowl, a sieve, a fork, a tablespoon, a teaspoon, and a knife, and 2 bun trays. With this mixture you're going to get 21 buns. So first I'm going to go wash my hands. You want to have your oven heating at 180. I know mine is only at 155 maybe, but I'm just going to have to fix that a little bit. Let me just turn it up one. There we go. Okay, so my oven's already heating at 160, but my oven isn't very good and it kind of burns things. So for my oven you always keep it down a bit, but your oven, it's 180 Celsius. I will leave the full recipe in the description below. First what I'm going to do is weigh out my flour. You need 200 grams of self-raising flour. So I just went over that just a small bit, but it's going to be okay. So I'm going to sieve the flour into my mixing bowl. You can just sieve this in. It's really dusty. Okay, next you want to weigh out your caster sugar. So you also need 200 grams of caster sugar. Sorry, that was my watch hitting the counter. Don't know if you heard it, but if you did. Oh, sorry, you can't see the weight scales. Okay. It doesn't have to be like exactly on the button, but try and have it exact as possible. So I think that'll be fine. It's basically 200. So with the sugar you don't have to sieve it, you can just throw it in. Next you're going to need 200 grams of butter at room temperature. So I don't know if I'll have enough at this block, but I have more in the fridge, so that's okay. And I have washed my hands, just to let you know. Okay, I think I might just have enough in this block. Perfect. It looks like it's over the amount on the camera, but whenever you look at it in real life, it's exactly on the 200. Don't know why it looks weird on that, but it is 200 anyway. I'm going to cut the butter up into smaller pieces so that it will break down easier whenever I'm mixing it all together. Okay, so I've cut up my butter into smaller pieces. Next, what you need is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 level teaspoon of baking powder. So if you're younger and you don't know what a level teaspoon is, it's literally like a teaspoon. So that's like a heaped teaspoon, but we want a level one. So you just kind of scrape it off so that it's level on the teaspoon, as you can see. And we're just going to pop that into the bowl. Next you're going to need your 4 eggs, and these have to be beaten or mixed. So I'm just going to crack them into this jug. You can use a bowl or a cup or a jug or whatever you want to mix it. Yet again, if you're younger, you might want to get like an adult to do this because you don't want to get shell in there. Perfect. So to beat it, you just take a fork and you just whisk the whole thing together. So you have to beat it until it's like completely smooth and there's no like white bits. Okay, I think that looks okay. It's still a little bit lumpy, so I'm just going to mix it a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. So with this, you're just going to pour it all into the bowl. And finally, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of fresh milk. Sorry if you can't see this. Okay, so I've put my milk in, and that's all of the ingredients that you're going to need to make the buns. So as I already said, I will leave the whole recipe in the description. So here's all my ingredients in the bowl. So my sugar, my flour, my baking powder, my eggs, and my butter. And then my milk is in there somewhere. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my electric mixer, and I'm going to mix all this together. Okay, so I've got my electric mixer, and whenever you're mixing it at first, be quite careful because the flour will like fly out everywhere. So just whenever you're mixing it, just start off really slow, and always start with the egg, and then slowly bring it into the butter. Just mix it all together until it's smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and do this because you won't be able to hear me and it's going to be quite noisy. So I'm going to go do this and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished mixing my mixture and this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line my bun trays. Okay, so now that I've lined my bun trays, I'm just going to take a teaspoon and a tablespoon. I'm just going to use the ones I used earlier for the baking powder and the milk, and I'm just going to like clean them to make sure that there's no milk or anything on them. I was using these a second ago for my mixture because I was making sure that it was smooth. So yeah. So now you're just going to take your mixture and get a good tablespoon of the mixture. I hope you can see that. And just like scoop it into the very bottom of your bun case. Okay, I did that a bit too big actually. So I'm just going to do one a bit smaller. Bit this much. And just scoop it in like that. That one's perfect. So I'm just going to put all of my mixture into the bun cases, and then once I've done that, we'll be back. Okay, so I've completely filled all of my bun cases, and now I'm going to go ahead and put them into the oven because my oven's completely heated. So let's go. Okay, so I've just put my trays on the floor, I know, but they need to go on the floor so that I can get them into the oven. So these need to go into the oven for 20 minutes. So right now, the time is 7:18. So these are going to go into the oven for 20 minutes until golden brown. So if you're younger, get an adult to help with this, as you could cause injury to yourself. Like you could burn yourself. I've done that so many times, I can't even count how many times I've done that. So I'm going to go ahead and put these into the oven. 1, 2, 3. The first tray. And that's the second tray. Okay, so while the buns are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and clean up because I've made quite a mess. Okay, so the buns have only been in for about 10 minutes, but I just wanted to show you them. So they've risen a lot, so you can see. So I'm going to leave them in for about another 10 minutes, then we'll be back. Okay guys, so the buns have been in for about 15 minutes, and I'm just going to check them now, just in case. But please get an adult whenever you're taking them out, because it's extremely more dangerous when you're taking them out because it's all hot and the metal's hot and everything, so be very careful. Okay, so I'm going to take them out. I'd say they are cooked, but I just want to make sure. Oh God, I can't get them out. Okay, let's just hang on a second. I have a plan. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab my tongs, and I'm going to grab the tray with them, and then grab the tray with the towel. That worked. Wow, it's hot. Perfect. Alright, so these buns better be cooked because my oven has completely gone cold and it would take another like 20 minutes for it to heat up, so they better be cooked. So I'm just going to take this little knife to stick into the buns so that to check if they're cooked. So if you don't already know, if you stick something into the bun and if it comes out clean, you know it's cooked, but if it comes out with some of the mixture on it, then it's not cooked. So let's try it. Let's try this one. Yep, they're cooked. Knife is completely clean. No mixture on it whatsoever, so they're cooked. Now what you want to do is leave them to cool for roughly 10 to 15 minutes. So this is the buns finished. They've cooled down, so they're nice and cool now. So they look pretty good. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please comment down below. Give me ideas or like suggestions of what you want to see me do. So if you want me to make, I don't know, if you want to know how to make anything, I can't think of anything at this minute, but if you want to know how to make anything, please leave it in the comments below and I will probably try my best to do it. And so thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye!